in this building. And the best way to do that, jump out to a big lead, which is what they were able to do. It's been tightened up here a little bit, but you're going to see the beasts of that Rays bullpen come in here and try to close it out. But you start winning these types of games against this team in this building, and I'll tell you what, you start to really see a confident Rays group.
Well, here's Diego Castillo coming on, and the first pitch is inside to Tachman. 1 inning for Fairbanks, a perfect 6th inning, a couple of strikeouts, and Castillo is pitcher number 3 for the Rays. It's up and 2-0. Sessa busy in the bullpen. Tachman is way up in the count, 3-0. Castillo, a 1 inning outing Sunday. Good outing there. He's one of 12 relievers in the big leagues with 8 or more innings pitched not to allow a run. But he's not going to be happy walking Tachman to open the 7th. He walks him on 4 pitches. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Rays Live. Pre-game show presented by your local Honda dealers. Orestes will break down Yoshi Tsutsugo. And a marquee pitching matchup, Tyler Glasnow against Garrett Cole. 2 hard-throwing right-handers go at it. And you want to hear Orestes breakdown of Tsutsugo to be sure. Now Frazier drops it into center in front of Kiermaier. And the Yankees put the first 2 men aboard on a walk and a single.
Now the 4-pitch walk, and then Clint Frazier. Ball stays out over the plate. You know, you can see right there Diego Castillo not wanting to make the same mistake that he did with Tachman and be in the zone. But Frazier's able to drop it right in front of Kiermaier, who was trying to bait Tachman, and he tried to pick up a cheap out at second base, but Tachman wasn't buying.
Nobody out. Here's Miguel Andujar. And Perez helps him grab a strike right there.
And that pitch may be a little bit off the plate, but you get the count running in your favor. And now you're looking for that sinker slider, and that's the combination that Castillo goes with. Maybe get you something on the ground here with Andujar.
It's a popper right side, foul ball, going to be out of play. 2. Snell 5, Fairbanks 1, now Castillo. Just a bit wide.
He wants the chase there so bad, and you either get the swing and a miss on this pitch, or you get something off the end of the bat. Maybe you do get that double play, but Andujar able to hold up on it.
And he breaks his bat, a little roller. Play's going to be at first. Castillo covers, taking the toss from Choi, moving 2 men into scoring position. You talk about sawing a bat off. There's the result.
Well, Diego Castillo gets that arm side run at high velocity. And so this ball gets in on Andujar before he can even realize it. Look at this thing take off and just eat that bat alive.
So Tachman's at third, Frazier at second, and we're going to get a pinch hitter Estrada due up. And I think that's Mike Ford. He's been announced. And the Rays will talk it over on the mound. Hey, you can win big with the Rays 50-50 charity raffle. For every game you enter the weekly raffle from the comfort of your own home. You can go to rays.com/50-50. Some restrictions apply. Well, it's a 3-run ball game, 2 men on, both in scoring position for New York in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Rays have a full-scale conference going on out there.
Well,
here's Anderson up.
This is what we're talking about too. You know, with this game, you know, I don't want to say hanging in the balance, but it was 6-1. Now it's 6-3, second and third with 1 out, and Nick Anderson, one of your real high leverage guys, warming up here in the 7th inning. So Diego Castillo, after talking it over with his pitching coach and Michael Perez, going to go to work here against Mr. Ford.
Estrada had gone 1 for 2, and now the left-handed bat of Ford with some pop. He takes the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Into the dirt, and
I think it got him in the foot.
I think it hit him in the foot, and that's going to save a run right there. Ford hit by a pitch to load the bases. They're going to be loaded with only 1 out.
Yanked the slider right off the toe.
Ford pinch hits, hitting the foot, and he'll be lifted for a pinch runner. Tyler Wade is going to run at first, with Estrada, the second baseman, lifted. And here's Luke Voigt. Pitch, that's a strike. Voigt has walked and homered, hit the 2-run home run in the 5th inning. In between, popped out to first. It's wide, 1-1. Rays have Anderson in the bullpen. Walk, a single, hit batter, bases loaded, 1 out, and the 1-1. Fastball too low at 96, 2 balls and a strike. Hockman third, Frazier second, Wade the runner over at first. Step back by Voigt. One, and that's a strike out there on the edge.
Well, that is an anxious hitter in Luke Voigt. He sees the bases loaded. He's got a 2-1 count. He wants to swing so bad, and he gets an A+ slider there from Castillo, and about there realizes, wish I hadn't.
Now it's 2-2, and inside. Having trouble locating that slider.
And really, you go back, his command hasn't been there almost the whole inning. You think about the walk to Talkman, Frazier, the pitch was right down the middle. He hit forward with the slider.
3-2. He got him. Strike 3 call. A pitch at the knees. And Voigt is out number 2.
Yeah, and no complaint from Voigt at all. That ball certainly caught enough plate. It was right down the middle. Question was he going to say down? Great job by Perez to go and get it. Aggressive with the receiving. That was the right call. Very good pitch.
So very big out right here. Two outs with the bases loaded. Pitch a little wide to Gio Urshela. Urshela fly ball to right, line drive to left, and a comebacker to the hill tonight. And Castillo falls behind 2-0. Only one hit in the inning, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs and a 2-0 count to Urshela. That's a strike on the corner. 2-1. Braves at one point led 6-1. 6-3 now, and a major threat by New York. Ground ball third. Tsutsugo's throw to first, and the Rays get out of the jam. New York will leave the bases loaded, and the Rays will go to the 8th, leading. Time for our big Bo moment. And what bigger one than Castillo getting out of that spot there in the bottom of the 7th.
How about him being able to come back? You know, the command is not where we normally see it with Diego, but he made the big full count slider pitch for out number 2. And then that ground ball right there, you know, the Yankees that close to really making a game out of this. And Diego Castillo was fighting himself a little bit. Boy, did he make some big pitches there at the end.